Good afternoon, YouTubers. Tsquare Talk. So it is Tuesday. Not really anything major to talk about today. I kind of wanted to go live just to try to kind of keep that schedule going. I'm trying to do live streams right now on Tuesdays and Thursdays for the time being. However, sometimes we have stuff come up and it may be a video or it could flip and be a live stream. The only reason what I was going to talk about tonight a little bit was this whole idea of what's going on with gold and silver. I don't expect it to be a long show tonight. Obviously, anybody that's in any investing right now probably not really doing good. Everything's essentially down, whether it's cryptos, whether it's gold, whether it's silver, whether it's literally anything. Even stocks are getting destroyed right now in some of them. So I kind of wanted to kind of touch base, see how people were doing, what people's thoughts were. We were actually just talking about it on Discord a little bit ago. On what the strategy is right now. What are other people doing now? This is not financial advice. This is just a good group of people that follow the channel, and we, like to hear what other people are doing, what other people's thoughts are. Some people right now are kind of upset. Gold and silver went down. It doesn't make sense. I mean, the state of the economy right now is not good. And yet you have gold and silver getting beat up. A lot of that came out when China revealed that they're going to basically unload all their stockpiles of everything. I'm still not 100% convinced, but the prices have started coming down on gold, silver. So people are kind of scared. Should we buy more right now and take advantage of this dip? Should we be selling? And before it plummets back down to $20. My honest opinion, I don't like to panic when stuff doesn't go the way that I think it should. I never, ever, ever want to make rash decisions. It's actually one of the reasons why I really like gold and silver, because when you invest in gold and silver, you can't really, it's a little harder to make a rash decision. You can't. If you're in cryptos and a cryptocurrency goes down, let's say you're holding Bitcoin and Bitcoin falls, it's easy. You pull your phone out, you hit sell, bam, it's gone. Money's back in your bank account in a couple of days. With gold and silver, you have to kind of think a little bit. Let's say you wanted to sell it today. You're going to have to probably go to a precious metals dealer and sell it. You could probably post it online. However, with all the ways the online eBay auctions and stuff are set up, people can change their mind and say, oh, the products, there was a mistake. I've had it happen to me a couple times now where I bought something and the person said, hey, I made a mistake. I thought I had them and I didn't. I don't know what to tell you. I refunded your money. Sorry. And that's just the way it is. So with gold and silver, you've almost got to stay calm, stay cool, collective. My honest opinion when it comes to gold and silver, I'm not panicking. I'm not panicking at all. Do I like it when it was rolling up? Yes. Do I like it when it goes down and I can get more from the money? Yes. Right now, with the economy the way it is, I'll be honest. All I'm doing is just consolidating. I started to reply. I see Michael C. in the room. I actually started to reply to your comment, and then I said, you know what? I'm actually going to talk about that tonight, and just kind of take questions, see what other people are thinking. I like listening to you guys just as much as I like telling you guys what I'm doing. I really think that now is just the time for consolidation. Take a look at your stack, get it in order. I've been on the fence of going. Some of y'all know that I do keep my stuff at the bank in the safety deposit boxes. Some people like that, some people don't. That's not really what this video is about. I've done that before that video. I'm not convinced that the banks are going to go instantly take everybody's stuff. Has there been extreme circumstances? Yes, but they're few and far. But more of this video is about kind of what I'm thinking about doing right now. What I'm thinking about doing right now is taking a little time and really looking at what I have, what my investments are, what I have. I've actually thought about putting together a full journal because I keep every receipt for everything I've ever bought with precious metals. I recommend people do that too. I've kept, I've actually thought about breaking down my actual dollar cost average, seeing exactly what I have, how much I have. I know someone asked me about buying all my Morgan dollars. If I was willing to get rid of them, they'd either work me out a trade on them, or if I wanted to sell them. Me personally, I don't really like selling for fiat currency. So what that means is I'll trade all the time, but I won't really sell. Now, and when I say trade, obviously if a coin has a higher premium, then I'm basically trading up. So let's say someone offered me, 3 ounces for two Morgan dollars or something like that. That to me is a good deal. You just traded up. A lot of the stuff that I pick up, I try to pick up at low cost. And I'm always willing to trade kind of for more silver, especially if it's more silver that's going to take up less space. Some of the stuff that I have, you get those fancy collectible boxes and all that. It takes up space. Really want to downsize. I joke with some people that know me. I'm like, I'm on the next episode of Hoarders coming up pretty soon. I do have a lot of prep stuff. I'm a prepper by nature. I like to be prepared what's going on, and I like staying up on it. And something I've noticed, it gets to the point where if I need something, I probably wouldn't be able to find it in 1 hour. If right now they said, okay, we have an extreme circumstances, you need to be out of your town in 1 hour. A hurricane popped up, or some natural disaster. You got 1 hour to be out of your house. How many people could really do that? How many people could fill their car up with the stuff they need and get out of their house, and possibly know that when you come back, there ain't going to be a house there? I mean, right there. I mean, I'd probably grab, what I could, and I'd have to make time to go to the bank. I mean, hopefully the bank's open. That's one of the main things that I have given thought of. I've had people ask me, how come you don't find a better way to store your stuff instead of that? I like the security of it. I'm not saying it's right. I know there's a lot of people on the channel that are totally dead set against safety deposit boxes. But I've just always used them. I've always liked them. It's a great thing. If something happens to me, bam, the person I have on the box can take my key and go and get all my stuff out without any questions. However, if there was some natural disaster or something that leveled the whole area, it would be a problem. But this is kind of a good opportunity. Some of y'all remember in March last year when silver really got crazy. I mean, it got so crazy. We went from $17 all the way down to $11, and then all the way up to $30. And a lot of people were just unprepared. They might have been frantic. I was frantic. I was like, oh my word, how high is it going to go? How much silver do I got? How much do I have? What is it worth now? Trying to keep count. You don't even know your exact ounce count. You don't have an idea what you paid. You're sitting there looking for paperwork to try to figure it out. And then if you do a lot of like a little trading, trade this for that, it kind of keeps it a little harder to kind of keep track of. So this is a good consolidating time because it is sickening right now. We're seeing Bitcoin tank. We actually had it down to 29,000 something today. Devastating. It took most of the cryptos out. And then you also got silver and gold both taking huge hits. Stock market not really doing much. We're still seeing oil prices go up. However, a lot of these companies, the oil companies, are kind of under attack right now. With this green energy, a lot more companies are trying to go green because they know that's going to probably be the future. The inevitable is going to happen. You've got BlackRock with infinite amounts of money, and they're getting that from the Fed. And pretty much they're able to pick the winners and losers. And then on top of all that, you have all of these things that we know have value that are getting pushed down just by default. And like me and Michael were talking about in Discord, a lot of this, what's going to happen is dependent on, is there going to be another stimulus bill? Is there going to be more money out there? Everybody has a different opinion on the stimulus bill. Will there be another stimulus package coming out? Will there be more free money for America? Anybody that's been following this channel for any long period of time knows that free money is not a good thing. And they want to print more, and they try to tell people that it is a good thing. But the more we print, the bigger the problems are. I mean, I actually went out to a Whataburger, which is probably an equivalent. I mean, if you know what Whataburger is, what I'm about to say might sound bad, but Whataburger is probably an equivalent to like a McDonald's or a Burger King or a Wendy's. It's another burger fast food chain. They were actually short on today like 5 different items. They said every chicken item we're running low on. They keep running out. They're having a hard time just getting it. They have their buffalo sauce was totally out. And I said, well, I got a coupon for a free buffalo chicken burger. I said, you can make it another sandwich, or you can not put the buffalo sauce on it, and I'll take it with ranch. But obviously it's a free burger and it expires in 2 days. I'd like to use it. It's chicken. I'm willing to take beef. And that could be, now that people are starting to look for deals with inflation starting to go up and up. I mean, I paid this afternoon, I got a large fry, a large Coke, and a buffalo chicken burger, but without the buffalo sauce, for $5.23. Now, $5.23 is because I had a coupon. I actually got a bunch of the coupons. And when you get a regular meal, you're talking $9-10 now. So, I mean, that their food, Whataburger's food is better than probably most. I know some of y'all that know what Whataburger is will agree with that. They're also a little pricier than most. You're going to pay more for that. So I usually, if I didn't have a coupon, I'd be looking for a restaurant that's kind of a happy medium. The food is average and the price is tolerable for me that I'm willing to spend. I do try to spend a lot on investing. I put my investments very high on that list. I'm one of these people that I always will say, pay yourself first. And by pay yourself, it means put away for your retirement. I've had some people ask me, they're like, well, you've kind of already retired. That's not really what that means. What that means is put away for a rainy day fund. A lot of people nowadays are just not prepared for whatever could happen. They don't have extra food at their house. If there's any major event, they're not going to have the money or the resources to sustain themselves for it because they're literally already living paycheck to paycheck. Whereas when I try to say, I budget, I've had people say, hey, you want to go out? And I just ain't got the money to go out right now. And they're like, what? It's not the norm. The norm nowadays is instant gratification. And at some point, I think people just need to understand there's not always going to be instant gratification. And if you can make, I guess, sacrifices today, I think that a sacrifice today is going to make it to where you don't have to sacrifice tomorrow when things really do get ugly. Because I really believe deep down, I know some of y'all may agree, some of y'all may disagree, that things are going to get worse. They're probably this is one place that I know me and Michael differ on, is that I think they're going to approve more spending. I think it's just a matter of time before they approve another bill. Now, whether they call it another stimulus or whether they call it a universal basic income or they want to call it a up everybody's employment numbers or increase unemployment benefits or just give everybody a subsidized little extra money, just enough to help out, or drastically increase minimum wages for everybody. They're going to find a way to print more money. And by printing more money, it's not going to be good for anybody that has cash in the bank or cash on hand. Because essentially, if you're already in a higher tax bracket or you have money put away for a rainy day fund and it's in the form of cash, by them pushing more cash out there, it only makes that worth less. By increasing all the minimum wage, let's say you're at $20 pay, and all the minimum wage people that are there are maybe at $8 or whatever minimum wage is right this minute in your specific area of the country. If all of a sudden they say, okay, the new minimum wage is going to be $15, well, they're probably not going to up you if you're making $20 an hour. They're going to keep you at 20 and they're going to move them up to 15. And all that's going to do is cause more problems, because there's going to be a lot of people out there that might be making $20 and they'll say, you know what, I'm not keeping the headaches this job comes with for $20. I'll quit and I'll go take a $15 an hour job and have no headaches and no stress. Is that right or wrong? That's an opinion. It's an opinion. Everybody's going to have a different opinion. I was actually talking to a lady today at Walmart. She happened to be a heavy supporter of the current president, and extremely could not stand the previous president. And I tried kind of talking with her because she could have a conversation, although in the end she just ended the conversation with, I think we could just agree to disagree. And I said, unfortunately, yes. I said we got along good. It stayed calm and collective. The lady kind of said, last year at this time, me and my husband were doing okay. We were doing good. And now we're having a hard time. And I was like, you done just said my thoughts on that. That all this free money under this new, I'm going to say system, under this new administration, is not good. It's making it harder and harder on everybody. Now, one thing that I did find interesting when I was talking to her, she said that they're seeing prices on everything go up, including stuff like 40-inch TVs. And I said, I said, I wouldn't expect TVs to really skyrocket in price. I would expect food and necessities. She said, nope, we're seeing sellouts on TVs. We're having a hard time keeping them in stock now. Everything. Well, naturally, if people aren't making them because there's no point in going to work, they're going to have shortages in supplies. And the only way to offset these shortages is just going to be raise the price. Now, one of the things that I was talking to somebody else about is all these new price increases. Some people think this is going to go away. I don't think it is. I think we're setting the stage for a new norm. Even if the dollar does come under control and inflation does get a handle on where we're at and what's going on, we get a grip on it and everything stables out, people go back to work, start producing, do you really think the prices are coming down? No. Prices, in my opinion, did not jump as much in some cases as 40%, 25%, to come back down to the way they were. It's going to be the new norm, and it's just a matter of time, I think, before, one, they're going to print more money, or two, they're going to find a way or an excuse to get more money out in the system. We do live in a debt-based economy where the more you borrow, essentially the more debt's out there, the more money is created. And right now they're looking for ways to get money out. I mean, I've heard everything from basically people with no credit or bad credit just find a way to loan them money on credit cards. Well, it's the same thing we did in 2007. Really, when you think about it, we were giving home loans to people that didn't qualify. Now we're talking about giving credit card loans to people that we know don't qualify. What do you really think that's going to do? I mean, I don't know how the banks are going to be able to, or the credit card companies are going to be able to do this if they start approving everybody for credit. I mean, there's nothing to back it. At least when people were borrowing money against a house, someone was able to take the house. You go out to eat, you go buy some new designer clothes, you go maybe get a little remodel on your house. You're charging all this stuff with a credit card. Credit card companies can't come back after that stuff. It's too small of an item for them to send repo paperwork on every little thing that you bought on a credit card, and then to even find it, all that stuff. So credit cards could take a hit. I mean, a lot of people right now are looking at credit cards and they're saying credit card companies are doing great right now. Well, they are doing great right now because a lot of people are having to turn to credit cards to make ends meet because they're not willing to sacrifice yet what it takes to sacrifice to kind of balance their own budget, balance their own house. Everything has to have a balance, a yin and a yang, a give and a take. What you put into a relationship, you can only take out so much if you're only willing to put in so much. You can't have something that is just taking, and expect the system or anything can last if you're constantly taking out. And I think right now I feel that they're just taking money in every which way they can by, some people might say, oh no, they're giving money. They're printing it and giving it to everybody. In a way, they're taking is what that is. That's a taking. They're taking in the form of inflation. It's a hidden tax. Nobody knows about it. The average person doesn't see it. I had someone ask me today, hey, remember that deal with Nationwide on them coins? Did you really make out now that gold fell back down? I said, okay, it's back down temporarily. I said it could skyrocket back up. I said no one is willing to sell them for that. I mean, so in a way, it's still up. I'm actually trying to work a deal right now where I might be trading a bunch of stuff for someone else's coin. And we've been kind of going back and forth, trying to find the right deal. And I know some people might be like, well, why would you want a gold coin over a silver coin? The demand is still there on both, and a lot of people are not selling it. I know, like I said in a previous video, when I went to San Antonio, there was an older lady there that was trying to buy 10 $50 Eagles. And you think about that, that she was prepared to pay $2,000 a piece. That's some big bucks. That's 20 grand right there. And the guy said, I don't have any to sell you. People aren't selling them. They're not willing to let them go. So who knows? We're going to see how a lot of this plays out. I kind of did a little bit of talking first. I'm going to read through all the comments here in just a minute. Say hi to everybody. Please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button. Help the channel out. Let's see. We got Jimmy, number 1 in the room tonight. How's it going tonight, Jimmy? I hope you're having a great night. We got Chris B in the room. How's it going, Chris? Hope you're having a great night. Michael C, since I've been talking about you a little bit, I hope you're having a great night. Let's see. Scrolling through. Let's see. Great. Recovering from a short vacation. Can't beat a little vacation. Vacation is good. Sure, it's down end of the quarter, mid-year numbers. Yeah, a lot of that can be said for a lot of different investments right now, I believe. Hopefully, the new month will start off and we'll see a big kind of recovery. I'm not gonna lie. I just saw that. I just saw a comment a little further down that I'm going to talk about. It's the 40% comment because I said I'm looking at cleaning out some of my stuff. When I say cleaning out some of my stuff, I've started pulling out all my sports card collection. I think collectibles are probably pretty well nearing a peak. But I actually pulled that out. I have a huge poster collection. When I was younger, I used to. There was I assume they still exist. It was called the Jimmy Foundation, where the movie theater that I had a friend of mine, he was a manager at a movie theater. He told me I could go there and watch movies for free if I was willing to walk around the cinema before each movie and collect donations for the Jimmy Fund. And so basically, before each movie, they played a little clip, and essentially they'd play a clip, and then they'd say, at the end of the clip, please, if you'd like to donate to the Jimmy Foundation, please give the individual with the can, or however they said it, a donation that would really make a difference in someone's life. And so a friend of mine who was a manager, he couldn't really put his employees on it. So he had made a deal with me that every time I was willing to do it, I could come in, watch a movie after I finished doing that, and then on top of that, I could get 2 movie tickets to use at a later date for myself and a guest, or just give them away. And so that was a big thing for me. So one of the perks of doing that was all the movie posters that came in, I got. Every week or every 2 weeks, they would send, 20 or 30 movie posters, and they'd send them in separate tubes. And basically, a lot of the movie posters, they didn't even hang up. And so he's like, hey, you want them? These movie posters, I just dug them all out. They were all from pretty much 1998, 1999. And I'm already working a trade with someone on that. Pennies, I'm trading off a lot of my pennies right now, too. Some of y'all may have or may not have heard, there are actually stores now in Arkansas and Tennessee that are no longer giving pennies. So someone just went to a Walmart, and instead of getting his 4 pennies back, the machine gave him a nickel. He asked about it, and basically they've already stopped. So some machines have already discontinued the penny. Now, I know a lot of people out there are not going to believe this until they see it, but pennies are fixing, I believe, to be in high demand. I think, a lot of people are, I'm going to say, hoarding the copper pennies. They're holding on to them because they know what's coming, and we'll see. So when I say I am trying to clean out, I'm trying to clean out a lot of my miscellaneous collectibles. Not something that I believe could save my life or save family members' life or that later. And that brings me to my next comment from Michael that says, clean out all that 40% coins for American Silver Eagles. I like the 40 percenters. I love, some of y'all know this, I love 40 percenters. I love 40 percenters because I look at a 40% Silver Eagle as the new $5 bill. And what I mean when I say that is I have a core group of people that I do barter with, I do work out trades with, and trading someone a 40% 50-cent piece is in my mind like a $5 bill. Now, does that mean that I would buy them at $5 a piece? No, not if I can buy them somewhere else for $4.25. Then I wouldn't buy them for $5 because there is no shortage of them right now. There's a lot of them out there. However, as silver gets shorter and shorter supply, people are going to want anything they can get their hands on in silver. I trade them all the time, literally, with friends. If I need something, a little while back, I needed a box of ammo. I was able to trade. I was going hunting. I was able to trade some of them 50-cent pieces for a box. I've made deals with people, little trades, little barter agreements. So I love the 40% silver. Do I like Eagles? Yeah, I like Eagles. Who doesn't like a good old American Silver Eagle? 999 silver, pure, 1 ounce. But as silver goes up and these premiums continue to go up, right now we're seeing a nice pullback in silver. It's nice because if you are still buying and you really believe that silver is going to keep going up, then maybe it's a good opportunity for you to pick up more. If you're hesitant, you can use this time to either hold off or basically just look for the deals. If enough people hold off, we'll see premiums come down. It's natural. But there's going to be a lot of people that know that this is just a temporary thing. How long can they keep this going? Nobody really knows. We may not see this keep going for too long, this sale. There's a good chance we'll see it for the rest of the month. But really looking at the calendar now, we only have a week left. So what's going to happen at the end of the week when the new month rolls in and the new quarter, with Basel 3 coming? This Basel 3, we were talking about Crying Wolf and the Boogeyman, and it may not happen. They just keep pushing the date back. It's a possibility. But as people hear the date get pushed back, and then it comes and the date gets pushed back again, I think people are going to get complacent. And when they get complacent, they're going to lose track of it. They're not going to talk about it anymore. The only people that will be talking about it will be your YouTubers that are entertainment channels like this one that talk about what maybe the individual is doing. Or they could also be financial channels where they are financial advisors. But I don't know what the rules are on that. I don't claim to be a financial advisor. But who knows? Everybody's got their own opinion, and each channel is going to be a little different. But I believe that's the only people that will be talking about that, and even them, they'll start second guessing themselves when stuff doesn't happen right, or the way they think it should be happening. Let's see here. Who else we got? We got Grizz. What is up, Grizz man? BitConnect. Yeah, BitConnect is a sore subject to this day for me. That was one of the only things that I've really taken a hit on, and it was a small hit. I only lost about a little less than $500. Obviously, nobody wants to lose any money, but that one stung. I'm hoping Peacock is not going to be a BitConnect all over again. As of right now, I'm still confident in Peacock Coin. I still like Peacock Coin. I'm refusing to sell. I've considered doubling down my investment only because I can buy double the tokens for a fraction of what I spent before. And if it ever does come back, then I'll be golden. But a lot of the big players that are in Peacock Coin and they're up there are not willing to put more money in because they've taken a big hit already, including myself. I've taken a huge hit on it. Someone asked me today, hey, are we millionaires yet? I said, contrary, we're just the opposite. We're basically probably worth less than we were before with that. But we still got the coins, and we still got more coins. But what is up, Lenny? Lenny Black, how's it going tonight? I hope you're having a great night. Hammertown Stacker, what is up, buddy? How's it going tonight? I hope you're having a great night. Long-time listener, first-time chatter. Appreciate you and the channel. I appreciate you saying that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you saying that. Yeah. One thing is if you are in Canada, the premiums, I'm sure, are a lot higher there than the U.S., especially when you factor in your conversion of the dollar. We look at this, you basically pay more in Canadian money. So that's kind of a downer. I talked to a lot of people when a lot of the silver jump started again, that were in Canada, and they just said, I'm not willing to pay the high premiums. And I can understand that, but the premiums are something that if you're willing to look around, you can find deals no matter where you are, especially now because with the economy tanking, there's opportunities out there for people. Basically, if I need some money for something, I might be tempted to trade, sell, use as collateral, a little bit of coins, gold or silver, to get the money that I need to maybe fix my AC. I was lucky. I've been meaning to post a video of my AC repair. I actually found someone that was throwing their AC away. They wanted a more updated AC unit, and mine had already pretty well gone out, and it was only parts on my AC that went out. And I talked to the guy and I said, hey, I melt down copper into bars, and I also have my AC out. Do you mind me asking you a couple questions, possibly take your old AC? He's like, I don't care, I'm just going to throw it away. I said, does it still work? He said, it works fine, but they have better efficient ones out there. And he wanted a new efficient AC, and so I actually took that one, took the parts off, replaced them with the parts that went out on mine, and essentially I didn't have to foot that bill. I did, on the other hand, have no AC for roughly 3 weeks. One, I did it myself. Two, I wasn't willing to put the money in until the opportunity came up, and then bam, eventually the opportunity came up. I did suffer for 3 weeks without AC, but some of y'all might have remembered when I did some of my streams, I was hot. I had to go out there. If I wanted it to work, I could jerry rig the AC to work, but I had to go out there and manually spin it to get the motor actually spinning. And then once I got it manually spinning, then it would kick on. But as soon as the temperature in my house reached the designated temperature, it would shut off, and then the temperature would start rising again. And I could not instantly go out and respin it again. I had to wait for the temperature to come up to a certain level to where I could do it manually again. So that was that. Let's see here. What do we got here? Yes, definitely welcome, Hammer. Thank you so much for stopping in. Grizzman, hope you're having a great night. We got 931 in the house. What is up, 931? I hope you're having a great night. The new stimulus bill is already on the table. Last week, Bernie Sanders put out the $6 trillion deal on the table. Just type Bernie Sanders $6 trillion into Google. I will definitely have to do that. I did not know that there was already one on the table. It makes sense that they would use Bernie Sanders. He's not. He is one that a lot of people do like, and he's also one that a lot of people will kind of stand behind because he had a big support following. So it's naturally that he would have been the one to put it out. I'm not convinced they would use someone like Pelosi, or they've got to pick carefully who they're going to use, but I think they'll approve it. I'm definitely going to have to read up on it now. I appreciate you saying that. That way I can. $6 trillion is a big number. It's a big number. It's not as big as some would like. Obviously, some would like to see more. I still think deflation is in the next cycle in this. Yes, inflation will happen if they can't get more stimulus into the system. But if they can't, there is no money velocity to say inflation's coming. There's not a lot of money velocity right now because there are a lot of people that are kind of still hoarding money. And by hoarding money, I know right now 2 people that are sitting on a large amount of cash. That's 2 people personally that I know. One of them is cash. One of them is cash in the bank. Both of them still equivalates to cash. And they're not really willing to, in their words, gamble on silver or gold or any of that. They believe things will work out, just like the government says they'll work out. Whether or not that's correct, I mean, I have a attitude where I'm not going to argue with people. If I talk to someone, if I feel like I can have a rational conversation with them, then I will try. Some people you can't have a rational conversation with. They are either permanently mindset that the government's out to get us, or they have the mindset that no, the government's here to help. They're trying to work it out. I just prefer to stay kind of in the middle, but be cautious. I want to make sure that I'm putting my money in the right area, to make sure that it grows. I certainly am not rich. I don't have a silver spoon in my mouth. I might have a silver spoon now that I just said that. I actually think I do have a silver spoon. It was kind of a joke that I have it, but I'm not rich by any means. I just kind of, go with the flow. And I am willing to take heavy risk if I think the reward potential is there. So, who knows how that's going to play out. It could backfire. What is up, Scott? We got Scott in the room. Hope you're having a great night, Scott. Let's see. I have like 540% right now. Oh my word. That's awesome. $250 worth of 40%. Grizzman, I know you don't mind me talking about you because it's all stuff you said. Grizz used to always sell his 40%ers in the past, and now I guess by looking at 500, he's not selling them. Grizz hunts coins like I do on a weekly basis. I haven't been hunting lately because it's pretty well been picked where I'm at. So I haven't been doing any hunting, but I think silver is silver, and it's just that. It is silver. It's real money. And if you can pick it up at face value, you've done really well. But a lot of people are not willing to get rid of them right now because they know what's coming. I remember the first trip that I went to San Antonio with B. We ended up stopping at a coin store, and I had bought in a bunch of 40%ers. I bought a bunch of them. I think I bought like $800 worth, and you know how much they were? They were only $2.25 a piece. That was $4.50 per dollar. Now they're about $4.50 each. They've done really well for me. Then again, anything in silver and gold has done well for any of us. But at the end of the day, a lot of people are second guessing this right now. And I would be very cautious to second guess this close to the finish line, or what I believe is the finish line. Do some homework, see what other people are talking about, and see what's right for you before you actually jump into something. Like I said, it's hard to sell silver and gold on the fly in a matter of minutes. What is up, Lincoln DMZ? Hope you're having a great night, buddy. Let's see. Sino Dan. How's it going tonight? I'm stopping by D's later. Do you want something? Yeah, I'm not going to answer on that. That's a good one. I like that. Waiting. Anything that has D's in it, you need to be watchful. I watch some YouTubers get stumped up into some of these. Oh, let me see. Do I want anything? D's who? No, I don't fall for that stuff. I watch a lot of YouTubers that try to rope in people like that. I get a kick out of it, seeing a YouTuber slip up and say something and then get caught back. That's a good one, Sino Dan. I do appreciate that. Let's see here. Scrolling through. What's up, Friday? Hope you're having a great night. Scrolling through. Actually, and that was one of them examples too. I was telling someone the other day that sometimes I'll mispronounce something because I don't wear my glasses like I'm supposed to. But I'll mispronounce something and then it throws the whole joke off. But that in this case, the fact that I missed your comment now, I don't even know if you're still in the room. You were waiting for the reply, and then that's because I'm behind on the comments a little bit. Scrolling through, let's see here. What is up, Adam Stacks? Hope you're having a great night. What's up? You did the stream earlier than usual. No, I started right about 7:30. Usually I'm around 7:30. Sometimes I start at 7. Sometimes I start at 8. It was somewhere in between 7 and 8. It's hard to get a precise time because I spend a lot of my days wheeling and dealing. I spend a lot of my days doing different stuff, so it's hard to get a precise to-the-minute time. Another reason why I'm not really a diehard fan of the live streams. Let's see. Scrolling through. Doge took a huge hit today. Doge did take a huge hit. It got down to 18 cents. For some of my friends, I had one specific friend that I told him that I thought it was, gonna start coming down. Be very careful. He sold instantly. He was not really watching. He sold at like 18. And then I think he was a little mad, possibly that he had done that. Well, now 18, there you go. We're right back at 18. For people that said it would never see 18 again, I actually won a meal. Someone said, I will do a gentleman's bet just for lunch. And the loser basically buys lunch. We'll never see under a quarter again. And that was back when it was 7.60 cents. And sure enough, it hit briefly. It hit 24 cents that like the next day, and then it skyrocketed back up. Now it's down to 18. Some people are saying it's going to be 10 cents by the end of the year. Who knows? A lot of it's going to depend on stimulus, what's going to happen. Bernie Sanders' $6 trillion deal, that could make a big difference. I haven't really read about that yet. I will read about that probably this evening or tomorrow. I'll probably be talking a little bit about it on Thursday night. So, what is up, Civil Wolverine? Hope you're having a great night. Let's see. What's the government isn't out to get us? Yeah, like I said, I try to keep it my wording. Because if you come out and you say too much like that, people instantly are going to think you're a nut job. And how you talk to people has a big impact on how well people are going to listen to you, and be able to give you their opinion. I mean, there's some situations that you just can't argue with some people. If someone told me that gold and silver is going to plunge back to $5, I would kind of be shut off to that because I don't physically believe that's possible. Maybe a paper might say it, but I'm not convinced anybody would ever be able to buy it at $5. But everybody's going to have different opinions, and I always try to be respectful as much as I can because that person could have an opinion and they could be right. Just like originally when I first got into gold and silver, I got told and I laughed at the person. I thought that was the biggest joke ever. Gold and silver. I said, come on. You're buying coins, silver coins for $5, and you're buying gold coins at $400 and mailing them home? You need to be putting money in the .coms. That's where the money's at. That was my original viewpoint. And then when I seen it and really understood it, when I did my own homework, my own research, now that changed the game a little bit. So had I just listened to that person back then, I'd probably be in a way better spot than I am now. Let's see. Lord Humongous, hope you're having a great night. Scrolling down through. Let's see here. I'm trying to catch these comments. Trying to catch everything. Cryptocurrencies. I'm not really sure what that means because Lord Humongous, you said you liked Dogecoin, and a few other ones. I can't remember the specific ones. Let's see here. Scrolling through. I'm in Perth. I asked a pawn shop what they would pay for silver, $10 an ounce. Bloody thieves. Oh my word. Yeah, I would never, ever sell to a pawn shop. Now, here's what I like to do, though. This is a little trick that I like to do. I will go and ask a pawn shop that I know already has some. If they're paying $10 an ounce and they've got some there, that gives you a roundabout idea what they paid. And then I would ask them, what's the best you'll take? And in an environment like right now, in the status that we're in, I would then say, depending on their answer, if they say anything drastically over $26, I'll be like, dude, you see Spot? Spot's only 26. It's already making a descent. Most economists will tell you once the fall starts, it will continue going down. I don't believe that to be the case with silver and gold, but most will tell you that. That the trend will keep going versus it's hard to flip the switch. I would actually use the price and the fall to my advantage to negotiate if they have some. There is no way I would sell silver at $10 an ounce. I would bury it, throw it in the ocean. I would get rid of it before I sold it that low. So I would be shocked if anybody else would. Perth Mint is toast. I'm okay. I've been staying away at work for like 10, 12 hours a day. And yourself? So that's good. You're getting a lot of work in. Hopefully you're putting some of that extra to a little bit of security, safety net, sound money, that type of stuff. So hopefully you are. Or you're positioning yourself in some way that's going to make you in a better spot. Let's see. Scrolling through. Bernie who? Let's see. I won't necessarily say that. I think there's a part of Bernie Sanders that he has good intentions, but sometimes people have good intentions and they just don't have a real reality on how the economy works. That you can't print your way to prosperity. You can't just print money out of thin air and expect that it's going to be worth more. It doesn't add up that way. So good thing I sold my Doge at 70. You did really well, Silver Wolverine. You got out at 70. You did really well. I've sold a lot of mine. I still have $1,000 and it was not $1,000 anymore. But the rest of it I did sell. I have a belief. I got laughed at when I didn't. I got laughed at when I got in. I got laughed at when I sold too early. And then it got up to 70 cents, and then I really was taking a laughing. Everybody wanted to laugh at me how I could call the right crypto and then get out for such a low percentage of profit that I took. But at the end of the day, I made nice gains, so I'm not going to complain. I'm not greedy. The same thing will happen with silver or gold. If I have an opportunity to make a sizable profit versus the amount that I put in based on a percentage basis, I'll take it. I won't get rid of all of it, just like I didn't get rid of all my Doge. I won't get rid of all my silver and gold. But I will take a portion of my money out, at least my initial investment, if silver gets to the number that I'm looking for. What is up, Bulltide? Hope you're having a great night, Bulltide. Bulltide, I really want to find out where you got those glasses from, dude. I really like those glasses you showed on your YouTube video, and I'd like to get me a pair. So if you don't mind, shoot me a text and let me know where you got them from. Even I don't think silver will be $5. Oh no, Silver Wolverine, that was by no means was that a jab at you. I don't think that you said it would be $5 either. You never said that. I have heard somebody tell me that though, that this whole 20 years has just been a bubble, a big slow pop, and I'm like, I guess if you want to say that, they'll openly tell me the specific person that I'm thinking of, that I'm not going to say his name, but he basically thinks that silver should be at $5, and that everything's just in a bubble right now, and soon it's all going to come down. I don't believe that to be the case at all. But who knows? Pawn shops, they are clueless. Never sell silver to someone that's buying junk from crackheads. Yeah, a lot of pawn shops, they will, I believe, take advantage of people. I understand they're in business to make money. They've got to make a profit. But at the end of the day, I would probably not trust a pawn shop unless I know what I'm doing. Tony, hope you're having a great night, Tony. I see we got Tony in the house. How's it going, buddy? Scrolling through, my Doge is hanging low. Let's see. Silver Wolverine drooling for 5 to no. He don't think that it's going to go to 5. I mean, Silver Wolverine said we could see it on paper go down to 20. And I'm not going to lie. Who knows what could happen when essentially the Fed is backed up to the wall. Do I think they can force it down to 20? Not physically. Do I think they possibly could on paper? They possibly could on paper. But at the end of the day, we all know the paper price is not the physical price. And it's never going to be at this point. I'm not even sure that they can even unwind the amount of short position that they have without I hate to say it, bankrupting some of these huge banks. But, you know, there was a time when, what was it? I'm trying to think of the bank's name, when JP Morgan took them over. Someone's going to have to help me. I can't think of the name off the top of my head. Needless to say, when, you know, there's been times in history where huge top dogs, Enron for one, where people never expected that they could fall, and eventually they did. So to think that, you know, J.P. Morgan can't fall, I think is mistaken. J.P. Morgan could fall, and who would sweep in and buy it would probably be someone like BlackRock. You'd see BlackRock come in and swallow the company's assets and default on all of their debt. So who knows? Let's see. Silver should be a minimum of 185 an ounce. I mean, you know, I won't laugh at that, but it's going to be hard to see it get up to $185 without seeing everything else really go up. You're talking 6 times. Do I think a day will come when it will reach that? Absolutely. Do I think that's in the near future? No, I don't. Not unless the dollar collapses. If the dollar collapses or we go through a major hyperinflation, then I think we could see that. But until then, that's a big number. Do I think silver can easily hit $60? Oh, 50 or 60 is easy. I wouldn't be surprised by the end of this year. I'm still saying to see close to $50 silver by the end of this year, unless they can really get stuff under wraps. I don't think they'll be able to. I think if they approve this $6 trillion deal, I think we're going to see silver jump probably to $40 rather instantly if they get this $6 trillion approved. People are instantly going to know. You can't say an economy is recovering or economy is better if you still have to feed it stimulus to keep it afloat. It's like saying someone, maybe a patient at a hospital, is doing better, but they're still on life support. Oh, they're doing great. They're coming out of it. Things are getting better, but they still got life support attached to them. Oh yeah, but things are doing better. They're looking really good. I'm expecting big things in the next month. No, you wouldn't have someone on life support if they're doing better. So when people say that, I don't entirely believe. I don't believe the economy is doing better. The coin shops believe in spot price. Most go off of Kitco's spot price. What you want it to go does not matter. And I'll agree with that. A lot of us in the room that have been investing in silver have a number that we all want. Some of us, it's $185. Some of us, it's $50, $60. Me, I'll be honest, mine's $50. I want to see silver hit $50. If I see silver hit $50, I'm prepared to cut my stack in half, downsize, and that's it. I've doubled. I've doubled up. And could my attitude change? Absolutely. Greed could step in, or I can reevaluate the numbers and say, nah, something ain't right. I'm not selling. Who knows? We all have our own number. Excuse me. Tired. I didn't get much sleep last night. We had a really bad storm roll in. My dogs are both strays. They were strays. So they freak out when bad weather comes in, and they will sit and cry all night long, thinking that the storm is going to get us. So with that being said, Kitco is run by a bunch of con artists. I that's something Lord Humongous just said. Kitco is run by a bunch of con artists too. I hate to say bad stuff against a precious metals company. However, ever since Daniela had left Kitco, I've noticed a interesting trend at Kitco of more crypto and less gold and silver. A lot of the people they bring in are pro crypto now. You don't see as many. I've kind of gotten to the point where I've stopped, for the most part, watching Kitco unless some thumbnail or some ad really catches my eye. I don't really watch Kitco anymore. I do watch Stansberry Research with Daniela Camboni. If I said her name right. If I didn't, I apologize. She's been pretty much, in my opinion, the queen of silver from day one. When it comes to making a big push on silver, she is a long time silver person. So, but yeah, I feel a lot of their videos now have been tailored to crypto, and I think a company that sells gold and silver, I can't believe that they would go that route. The silver will become the dollar when the paper collapses. When the paper collapses, I think silver will have a huge gains along with other stuff, because at first your uneducated people are not going to probably know silver right off the bat. They're just going to want the food, they're going to want the gas, they're going to want the items they need every day, and they're going to be essentially targeting those items by any means necessary. Scrolling through, Kitco sells silver. They do sell silver, but they've been talking a lot more lately about Bitcoin. When you look at their thumbnails, you take like the last 20 thumbnails and titles, the majority of them will have crypto. And then you might see a silver one in there buried, but I'm not seeing a huge amount of silver videos. Let's see. Grizzman. My man Grizzman. I agree with Wolverine. You want that silver for the rebuild of society. I agree with that. I do agree with that, but let's see. Overpriced Kitco con man. Yeah. After the shift or blank hits the fan scenario stage. I do believe, and that's the reason why I've said from the get-go, 40%ers are still good. They're going to have a lot of value. The average person, there's not going to be enough American Silver Eagles for everybody. If someone has the attitude, oh, I want an American Silver Eagle, not everybody's going to get one. There's not enough for everybody to get one. In fact, I was actually reading an article that there's only, if everybody in the world, everybody out there wanted 1 ounce of silver, not everybody could have it. If the entire world all wanted 1 ounce of silver, we could not all get 1 ounce of silver. Therefore, a lot of us we do have more than 1 ounce. We've got more, and that's why I think silver will play out. I don't think everybody's going to have an ounce, but I think if you can't have an ounce, you'll take a half an ounce. If you can't have a half an ounce, you'll take a tenth of an ounce. And quite frankly, I don't want to pull out an American Silver Eagle for something that I can get with a 40% half dollar. The purity, maybe you can, maybe you can't take it out. I've heard some people tell me you can't separate the metals from a 40%er. It's not possible. That's a possibility, but the silver's still there, and people recognize it, so that's why I like it. If the dollar falls, how will you pay for food? A tip. Wolverine, the answer is silver. Every coin shop will take silver. If you don't know that, you shouldn't be. No, Silver Wolverine understands that. Silver Wolverine understands that. I think Silver Wolverine is just mindful of the premiums. Some people that are into silver don't care about the premiums at all. If you had that approach, you could have been buying Eagles at $40, and now you're not paying $40 for an Eagle right now. I can pick up an Eagle right now for $30. I'm not going to say anything bad about Silver Wolverine. I watch Silver Wolverine's channel. I know his viewpoints because I watch his channel. Does he think that $20 silver could happen? Absolutely. Does he want to pay $40 for an ounce of silver? No. Does he have some silver? I believe he does. Anybody that's on YouTube knows not to advertise play every one of their cards, because we're kind of public. We're public about it. There's some stuff about me that I don't tell everybody. There's not much. There's a couple things I don't share with everybody. So, something to consider. Some of y'all know how much I put in Peacock. Some of y'all don't. I put a lot in Peacock. I lost a good portion of my Doge profits on Peacock coin. Do I think it's the end of the road? No. I got in when I saw Dogecoin. That was my first real big crypto, not counting BitConnect. BitConnect took me out of the game for a couple years. Dogecoin sucked me in with a very nice profit. Peacock, the survey's still in on that one, how that's going to play out. The digital Fed coin, the CBDC, I believe people will use it. I believe it will take off. I believe people are going to use it. The naive people, the people that are the sheep, to think that the sheep of the world are not going to use a CBDC, I think is foolish, especially if they say, like what China said, we're going to give everybody a little bit for free. All you got to do is open your account and get it working. I'm convinced even Lord Humongous himself, if they say we're going to give you $1,000 in Fed coin, all you got to do is open your account and spend it. I'm convinced even Lord Humongous, you would use Fed coin, at least open an account with them. And I think eventually they're going to do that. They're going to put everybody some free money on this CBDC, and then they're going to say how we need to get away from cash because it's bad for the environment. Think of all the paper we're wasting by making bills. It's bad for the environment. To run the machines is bad for the environment. We're wasting a lot of natural resources on change. We need to start using these CBDCs. We're going to give everybody some for free. Instead of a stimulus, we're going to give you a CBD stimulus, and bam, people are going to jump on it. How would you like that freedom? I'm going to use it. If they give me $1,000 worth of free government CBDC, I'm going to go to the bank and I'm going to use it. I'm going to go and I'm going to buy my groceries with it, which I'm going to have to buy regardless. I'm going to buy my gas with it. I'm going to be mindful what I'm buying with it. I'm probably not going to purchase anything in the protection and security category. Now, I say that if you know what I'm talking about, certain subjects I don't like to talk about on here because it's a touchy subject for YouTube. But we have the different 5 categories. You need water, you need food, you need protection, and the different categories. Well, I'm not going to go and use CBDCs to go buy protection stuff, which I actually just bought 6 boxes today of that category. They had it at Walmart, and I was like, hey, all right, and I picked some up. Let's see here. You think the same dollar, you think the same day the dollar falls, Fed coin will be available. It will take a minimum of 3 months to launch a new currency. I think they're actually going to launch it before the dollar collapses, is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking we're already seeing the dollar collapse, but it's a slow road, and I'm thinking they're keeping it propped up with all this stimulus. That's the only reason the dollar is sustaining itself right now. It's not quite at the tipping point where it can fall over. I'm thinking they're going to keep pumping it lower and lower, and then the Fed coin is going to come out, and they're going to say, look what the government did to you people. They printed money. They gave it out with no consideration. Fed coin is the future. So turn in your valuables and get Fed coin. Turn in your gold. Turn in your silver. We'll give you all the Fed coin. You can't trust the dollar. You can't trust gold and silver. It's going down. We're just here to help the people. And that's what I'm thinking. I think it's going to happen. I don't think they're going to let the dollar crash until they have an alternative to it. There is enough gold for 1 ounce per person. That I'm not sure of. That I am not sure of. It would make sense that in the world there's less gold than there is silver in terms of above ground gold to silver. It does come out of the ground roughly 11 or 12 to 1. If you believe what the National Geology surveys say, some people will dispute and say that's a lie too. However, that's not taken into effect that gold has been treasured forever, ever. And silver has been wasted for a long period of time. There's not a lot of people that have. I'll bet you the average household probably has more in gold than they do silver. And by saying that, I'm talking maybe you have a wedding ring. That's gold. Let's just say you got gold there. Maybe you got some jewelry or a necklace. That's gold. How many Americans have silver jewelry? Not quite as many. A lot more have gold. Therefore, I would be led to believe that there is going to be more gold out there than silver. And that's when we could have a really major turning point when people realize, oh, wow, silver is the new gold. Some people say that can never happen. It would definitely be incentive to try to find more in the ground. However, we don't know really, because you can't say the government rigs one set of numbers and don't rig another set. You can't say that. Anything that's going to work in their favor, if they're capable of fluffing numbers on one set, they probably could fluff it on any set they want. Tsquare Talk. Did you hear about Russia off the coast of Hawaii doing drills right now? And look what our military was doing the last 2 days. I will have to look into that. I haven't heard much on that. But I will definitely have to look into that. What are you stacking silver for? It's hard to understand what you're investing in silver for if you think it would be useful when the dollar falls, Silver Wolverine. To really understand that, I think you would have to maybe subscribe to his channel. I subscribe to Silver Wolverine's channel. I watch his channel every day. I just watched his video this morning when I woke up about his probably biggest, one of his biggest mistakes in investing in precious metals. You guys probably need to subscribe to him and follow. Most of the people in the room, if they have a channel, I'm subscribed to it. It helps me better know you and how you think. From my opinion, he likes the collectible silver. He's got a beautiful Kookaburra collection that I wished I had gotten back when I had an opportunity to, when they were pretty cheap. I've seen a lot of nice ones on his collection. I like them now. The kookaburras, the koalas. I wished I had gotten them, but I didn't. I didn't get into them, and I won't pay the prices now where they're going so high. I'm just after silver, bulk silver. The more I can get, the better. You're going to take a Fed chip. I don't think the Fed chip is going to come out instantaneously. I think they'll have to adapt the Fed coin first, get people on board with that, and then after that, then they'll work on getting people chipped before it comes to that. The world is changing, and not for the better. I do believe that. The world is changing, and I don't believe we're moving in the right direction by no means either. Not if the Chinese don't start wearing. Let's see here. CBDC, it's already here pretty much. It pretty much is already here. We just haven't had it rolled out to us yet. But we're going to see. We're going to see. Weekman. True Bull Tide. Let's see here. Are they keeping us updated with the progress? Nope. So how do you know Wolverine? What was this question? Oh no. Well, no. Think about how easy it is to make a crypto now. To think that MIT and the Federal Reserve has not already came up with a crypto, I believe they already have a crypto. Are they actively using it? No, probably not. Are they mining it and hoarding it? Probably. But I don't actually think it's going to be a mined crypto. I think that when they come out with their new CBDCs, I think it's going to come down to a token. It's going to use a tokenomics, just like Peacock. Think about this for a minute. So for anybody that don't understand, I'm going to use Peacock for a reference. Peacock has a 5% burn. A 5% tax on everything. 2.5% of that is burned. 2.5% is redistributed. All they would have to do is use tokenomics, and instead of a 5% tax, put a 8% tax on any time coin changes from one wallet to another. I gave my son $25 in Peacock. We lost a portion of Peacock, just me giving it to him. I could have kept it in my wallet and labeled it as it's his, but I didn't do that. I just sent him his own, so he could have it in his own wallet. I think they're going to roll into something like that, is what I think they're going to try to do. They can tax every transaction. If they've got coins that already fit that description, all they'd have to do is copy the white paper on it, change the name, cut and paste a few things, and bam, we've got it. And instead of having a burn wallet, it would just be a tax wallet where it just goes back to the Fed. 931, you can get Eagles for $30. Yes, you can get Eagles for $30 right now, because the spot, my local coin shop, and I say local in San Antonio, some in Houston, With the spot price being at 26, $5 over comes out to 31. They were $5 over spot. If you call around, you can. Now, if you're in an area, I've got to drive 2 hours to get that. If you're in an area where you don't have any coin shops, then, then each case is going to be different. I haven't gotten with Bull Tide lately to see what they got going on, but keep in mind, silver has been tanking right now. I know the other day when I talked to Bull Tide, probably 2 weeks ago, he had a deal on the new 911. I hope I could say that. Commemorative rounds is a great deal. But with silver falling, everybody's going to have their own opinion on what a great deal is. Are you hiding your naughty books next to your silver shelf in the safety? They do say when people pass away, you learn the most about them. No, I don't have my naughty books in there. But then again, that's what I would say if I did, because I wouldn't want that getting out. Who knows? Maybe one day you'll hear something like, my personal photos got out. They were hacked. That would be the title of the video. Let's see here. Should have bought more silver instead of cryptocurrencies. I would disagree with that. For me, I would disagree with that because I made a big enough profit on Dogecoin. I told you guys how much I put into Dogecoin. I put $16,300 in Dogecoin. And I put it in at 5 cents. So some of y'all know how much money I made. Some of y'all don't. It all depends if you've been following the videos. Did I lose some of it on Peacock? Yes. But at the end of the day, if I had never gotten into cryptos at all, I would be in a slightly worse place than I am now. So, and even you, Lord Humongous, I notice sometimes you, I'm gonna watch how I say this. I like you as a subscriber. Sometimes you are pro cryptos. I'm not going to change my opinion on anything unless I get a lot of good advice or information new information that comes to light. I haven't seen anything that negatively affects Peacock yet. Let's see here. Yeah, quit Peacock blocking. I like that. That's funny. Let's see. And when it comes to get more silver, get more gold, that's pending on how much somebody has. Everybody's going to have their own opinion on how much is enough. And one day I will actually do. I've had a lot of people ask me if I would do a full stack video. Until I'm on the fence of getting rid of a large portion, I probably will never do a full stack video. One, because it's spread out. And two, it's just a lot of stuff to put together. Let's see here. Nope. I will not use or accept Fed coin. Jerome Powell can... I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a minute. Just in the stream, guys. Come on. Everybody with just a yes or a no comment. Only say yes or no. If the federal government gives you your next $1,600 in the form of Fed coin on a Fed wallet, would you take the Fed wallet just to get the $1,600? Just a yes or a no. Lord Humongous says no. I'm convinced if you guys are really honest, you're going to say, I'd take it. I'll buy my food with it. It'll be my food budget for the next month. Let me know. If you say yes, it means you will take the free $1,600. If you say no, you will tell them to take their $1,600 and you don't want it. You'll just throw it away. Not even use it. Put a yes or no in the comments, please. Let's see. Scrolling through the comments. And don't get me wrong. Just because you take the free $1,600 does not mean that you're against or for anything. It just means if everybody's going to get it and they're going to offer it up to you, are you going to take the $1,600? Or are you going to feel like a sellout because you took it? I'm convinced that a lot of us in the room probably are against the stimulus bills, but yet the majority of the people in the room took the stimulus if it was given to them. Introducing the Fed coin. You can now go on the subway with no hassles. We just add a Fed coin in you. Our scanners will charge your Fed chip. Once you pass the gate, they've already done that with there was one company that made it to where the second you walk in the door, it reads your chip. All the employees of the company were chipped. A couple people refused it, and they were actually terminated. A fool and his money are soon departed. Okay, so yeah, that's true. A fool and his money is soon departed. It doesn't necessarily mean that anybody here is a fool. It just says a fool and his money is departed. It's a true saying. Let's see. Hey, Tsquare, can you increase your volume? I can't increase the volume, but I can try to get a little closer to the mic for you. I'm glad you said that. I don't know if it's just you or if anybody else is having problems with the volume. Let me know. But I used to have Brenda G. Howdy. Used to always say, man, can you please put the mic a little closer? Make love to that mic. I want you to hold that mic like you love it. Now, we don't want to be hearing any, I don't know if you guys heard the new licking the mic sounds that some of the Twitchers are doing. They're like literally making love to their microphone. I'm not quite there yet. I can't even joke and do it. It's taken huge fire on Twitter, or not Twitter, Twitch. What is up, Ruben? How's it going tonight? Hope you're having a great night. Sir Lancer TV. Let's see. Scrolling through, I'm looking for all these yeses and nos. I know they're coming up. So, okay, here we go. We're coming up on them now. I am pro sound money, especially metals, not digital illusions of wealth. However, whenever you buy food, you probably buy food with paper money, fiat. Therefore, there's no way around using some sort of money. I'm sure you don't go to your store and say, hey, can I trade you a silver coin for a pizza? I mean, I know some people do that, but I don't think many people do. Private central bank. Yeah, be your own bank. That's a good way to say it. A lot of people are saying yes. Yes, they would use it. Yes, they would use it. I can tell you, I would use it. I would use it. I would not buy silver with it. However, I would just take my other money that I had budgeted for the same bill, and I would buy silver with that money. There's no way around it. You won't have a choice but to use Fed coin unless you don't want to buy anything. I don't know if it will start out like that. I don't think it's going to start out like that. Just like the US dollar now. See, and I, on some stuff, I don't use the US dollar. I've made deals with people. I've made trades with people. There are ways around using it. Do I use the US dollar? Absolutely. I use the US dollar a lot. But I also make trades with people for different stuff to kind of help offset stuff. It will buy you food. It will pay your bills. IMO silver will not be used at point of sale. I don't believe that. I think there's still going to be some people that will refuse, but I don't believe anybody's going to refuse free money. Lord Humongous, I 100% disagree with what you just said a little bit ago. I hate to say that because I know you're a long-term subscriber. We're going to disagree on some stuff, but you came on here and you said you bought cryptos. Therefore, you sold out your 100% precious metals the day you came on here and told everybody that you bought cryptos and that you sold them at a high, at a profit. So to say that there's no way you would touch Fed coin, I don't entirely believe that. I hate to say that to you. I hope you don't get mad at me saying that. Other people can cast their opinion on that. But if you bought a crypto so far. At some point, if you have ever held cryptocurrencies, I believe if they're going to give out free cryptocurrency worth $1,600 that you can trade in for food, gas, a minivan, a roof over your head, or something, then you're going to take it. It's free. Who's going to turn down $1,600 in fiat currency, in crypto, in gold, in silver? It doesn't matter. Anybody's going to take it. Rub your silver on the mic. Oh, that would be funny. Do I have any negative? Oh no, even these. I hate to do it with these. I was just gonna drop all these and just let them make that clinking sound. I might do a silver ASRM, maybe ASMR, however it goes, however it's said. I might have to do that. That sounds like a good one. I'm waiting for the response on Lord Humongous on what I just said. People hoard stocks, dollar bills. I hoard euro bills, accepted in more than 5 European countries. And second strongest currency, but I believe it is stronger than the dollar. Some people will believe that. Private crypto market isn't the same as a Federal Reserve digital token. However, here's the problem I have with that. You're right. A federal cryptocurrency is not going to be the same as a private crypto, but you've already started making that switch by getting into cryptos. It's a slippery slope. Or there was a time, if I go back far enough in the streams, where you said you were 100% against crypto. I said I was 100% against crypto. Remember after I got burned in BitConnect? I said never again. And then I ended up getting into Doge, because Doge just seemed like an easy buy and a good opportunity. But at the end of the day, I swayed my opinions a little bit. And I believed you did too when you took a private crypto. Soon it will be, another one. Did you take the stimulus? You probably did. And you spent it on, maybe you bought it on silver. I'm not going to lie. If I had the opportunity to take free government money, put it on silver, it would be a no-brainer for me. But I'm not going to say 100% one way or the other. But I am convinced that if they gave out $1,600 for free to anybody, that they would take it. If they try to flip people 180 degrees to FedCoin on the first day and seize cash, people will lose their minds. They will have to start slow. That's exactly what I think is going to happen. They're going to start slow. How many of y'all ever tried out Google Pay? I found out about this after it was too late. So there's a thing called Google Pay where you just swipe your phone and it basically would pay for your products. When it first rolled out, you got $5 back on every purchase. So instead of paying a fee, it gave you $5. And I asked a friend, I said, what happens if you just spent like $10? He said, you got it for $5. I said, what? What happens if you spent $5? He said the price had to exceed $5. You could buy anything and get $5 back. I said, how many times did you do it? He said, he did it over 100 times. I said, oh my word. How did you not tell me? I would have just abused it. I would have been at every store buying $5 and $6 items nonstop. There's only a couple people that I told. I might have mentioned it. And in fact, actually, I'm sorry, I did do a video on it where they had the glitch in the system at Lowe's. And it wasn't really a glitch. They gave out coupons. It was $10 off of a $50 purchase, and you could buy anything, including gift cards. Didn't matter how you pay. Cash, credit, didn't matter. I took hundreds of these coupons. I literally bought pencils and rung them up one at a time. The lady rung them up, 7, 10 cents, 11 cents, whatever it was. I said, really, I just want the coupons. How many do you want? Because I have a stack of them here. I said, I'm really looking to get like 100. She goes, oh, I don't have that many. I got like 30 here if you want. I said, I'll take them. So I took them. I then went back on the weekend and I bought a $10 hammer or a $10, $11 item and a $40 gift card. It came out to $50. Some people aren't going to follow this. And then I paid my $50, and I now have the bill came out though to 40 because I had the coupon for $10 off. You see what I'm saying? So a $10 off a $50 purchase, I run it up, I get a $40 gift card, a $10 hammer, bam, it worked out 40 bucks. And then I ended up doing it again and again and again. But the catch was, after that, I don't know if it was just me that figured this out or if other people did it. They changed the rule the next time it came around where you could not buy a gift card with it. Because the first one I used my credit card for the 40. The second one, I would buy my hammer, a $40 gift card, bam, the total came up to $51 maybe. And then I would end up giving the coupon. That would bring it down to $41. I'd swipe my previous, not the current, my previous $40 gift card. That would bring it down to $1. I literally built a whole tool shelf with items that I paid like $1 for. People are like, how'd you get so many tools so quick? I said, they were pretty much giving them away, and they were. But then they changed the system to where you could not buy a gift card with a gift card. So that was the deal with that. I think they're going to start off slow with FedCoin. They're going to roll it out. They're going to have some kind of really great incentive, maybe even tax-free on your purchases. Use FedCoin. We're going to give everybody $1,600 stimulus with FedCoin. If you're using your Fed card for the first month, everything will be tax-free, which means you get to spend your $1,600 tax-free. So you're actually getting a little bit more. It'll get people using it. If you link your bank or your paycheck to your FedCoin, we'll give you something else. And before you know it, people will take the free stuff, and that's going to be the bait. That's going to be the bait on the hook. And before you know it, you will be hooked into the system. Am I saying that it's a good thing or a bad thing? No, I'm just thinking it's going to happen like that. People would lose it, just like 931 said, people would lose their mind if they tried to confiscate all cash and force you to use a card in one day. It's not going to happen like that. They're not going to start a revolt. What becomes of controlled by central private banks? There is a difference. I'm completely out of all cryptos now. It's easy to say that now. And I'm not saying that you are or aren't, but it's easy to say that now that it's falling. It's funny how people that don't regularly comment on what they're doing can say that. If I said I was 100% out of it now, I've told you guys every transaction almost that I make. Therefore, you would know that's BS. So it's easy to say your position if nobody knows it. You know, that you're always on the right side of the trade. So who knows? Let's see. I only hold T-Coin now. Oh, that's true. There you go. That's the currency of choice, hopefully, for the future. But I doubt it. But it would be nice. I forgot about that one. Nobody beat you to saying that either. I'm all in on Bitcoin, boys. We're going to be partying on our big yacht. Grizzman has been open about he is pro Bitcoin. He's said that for a while now. I believe that because he's stood by that. He's standing by that right now. I think of Grizz as the person that is willing to root for that baseball team even when that baseball team is doing horrible, because Bitcoin is doing horrible. And when it goes up, I'm going to know. I've got a few friends that are holding on to their Doge for dear life, and that happens. Fantasyland is nice. Who knows? I think we're going to see, if we see a big stimulus plan or a universal basic income come out, I think that we'll see crypto start rising again. Lord Humongous, what do you mean? I just ordered my life vest on Amazon today. Nice. Dude. Nice. I like that. Amazon Prime Day. Let's see. Life vest in case I fall off the big boat partying. Nice. So
What is up, Bumblebee? Hope you're having a great night. Let's see here. I am thinking cryptos are still an opportunity, but I'm a little bit nervous about it right now. But always has gone back up.
You know, here's the thing on that. You're right. It has always gone back up. I've always said, you can go back and watch my original videos. Cryptos, they always go back up until the day they don't. One of these days, we're going to see cryptos go up and then down and then down and then down and then not come back. That's a possibility. We're pretty much done now. You say run a raffle. I'm already an hour and 40 minutes into it. About ready to close the stream. I was going to do one tonight and I'd forgotten about it. We're already wrapping up. There's nothing left to talk about now for 10 more minutes. We're going to start winding down the show. But I will see you guys again tomorrow, where I'll have a video. I'm hoping we're going to get some excitement around silver. Unfortunately, I think stuff's going to be in a sideways pattern for a little while. But who knows? We'll see how it plays out. With that being said, a lot of us are going to have difference of opinions on stuff. It doesn't mean we don't like one another. It doesn't mean anything like that. It just means we all are going to have a little bit different opinions. Listen. At least I always recommend people listen. Be open-minded to other people's opinions, because they could be right and you could be wrong. I could be wrong. I could be right. Who knows? We don't know. So just think about that when you are investing in stuff. And as always, when it comes to investing, don't invest money you can't afford to lose. If you need the money to pay bills, don't go head over heels. Have I done it? I have gambled heavily, but be careful. Lord Humongous, I love you too, buddy. I love you too. Who knows? Maybe we'll be meeting up one day. So we gotta stay on good terms. So, especially because who knows, maybe I'll have your RV one of these days. I love everyone, even Silver Wolverine, but he don't share the same opinions as me, no offense. I'm just reading the comments. And I edit the comments just a little bit if just to make sure sometimes. So with that being said, I'm going to let you all go. I hope you all have a great night. Lincoln DMC, you have a great night. Kind of got a little tear there. Got to wipe that. They're tears of joy. Lord Humongous, you have a great night. RV is sold this week. Whoa! Are you taking gold for it? Is he giving you 4 ounces of gold, 5 ounces of gold? What's he giving you? Can I ask if you want to share? Now I don't have to be nice anymore to you, Lord Humongous. I don't like you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. Adam Stacks, you have a great night. I am curious what you got for it, though. I'm getting a smaller van. What? Why would you want a smaller van? Jimmy, you have a great night, buddy. Definitely, if you haven't hit that like button yet, hit that like button. Help me out. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Adam Stacks, you have a great night. Lincoln DMC, you have a great night. Jim, you have a great night. Tony, you have a great night. Bumblebee, you have a great night. Grizzman, you have a great night. Adam Stacks, you have a great night. Friday, you have a great night. 931, you have a great night. Stan O'Dan, you have a great night. Boltide, you have a great night. Tony, you have a great night. Sir Lancer TV, you have a great night. DMZ, you have a great night. Dalton, I didn't even see Dalton come in. I feel bad. Dalton, my buddy Dalton M, you have a great night, my man. Let's see, who else? Did I miss anybody else? Silver Wolverine, you have a great night. Let's see here. I think that's it. Anybody that I didn't say goodnight to? Bradley, we're about ready to wrap up. You have a great night too, Bradley. Thanks for stopping in and hitting that thumbs up button. Those thumbs up button really do help the channel. So thank you guys all. I will see you guys again tomorrow night. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It kind of gave everybody a lot to talk about, a lot to think about. We ran a little bit longer than an hour. We ran about an hour and 45 minutes tonight. So
With that being said, though, I will see you guys all again on the next stream. Thanks again for watching, and I will keep you guys posted, and I'll be on here again tomorrow night, so we'll see how it plays out. I made $8K over what I paid. Nice. Plus you got a van? Or the van's worth $8K more? That's great. That's a good deal. You did really well. Nice. You have to post some pictures. We want to know. Post some pictures on Discord. Those of you guys that aren't following us on Discord, you need to follow Discord. Discord has a lot of great stuff on it. So I will talk to you guys all later. Thanks for watching, everybody, and y'all have a great, great night. Take care.